Hello, Gemini. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Bonefire Tarot by Gabby Angus West. Website schifferbooks.com. Feel free to freeze frame and check that out if you would like to. If I can hold it still. Supportive Oracle cards. You are clairvoyant Oracle cards by Belinda Grace. Illustrations by Elaine Marzin. Website rockpoolpublishing.com.au. is an apple, use an umbrella. Okay. There is a little bit of a surge of energy with you too. Like, why? A little bit of a surge, not a lot. Virgo had a huge one. I don't know why we're going into that right now, but okay. It would be I'm reading for Gemini, and like, if there's anybody that can have like a really great, a really horrible moment at the same time, I feel like it's Gemini. So it's like awesome, horrible, all in one. Okay. What do we got coming forward? I not to ruin it, but the end of this is going to be the Ten of Swords and the Ace of Cups at the same time. So that's like the best of times, the worst of times, all wrapped up in one. And it's kind of like, that's blowing my mind. But it would be Gemini that could have that feeling all at the same time. It would be y'all. Not the only one, sure, but like, what are we going towards here? Okay, so there's been like a stalemate before with this situation. A stalemate. Can we get a little bit more about that? Stalemate. Justice coming in, but the stalemate. Like, I feel like I didn't like the outcome. And I felt like, well, I didn't like the outcome, but there was definitely deception here in this situation. Whatever this situation is, I didn't like the outcome. I keep getting that. It's kind of like, and I feel like I'm stuck with that feeling. It doesn't sit with me well. It doesn't sit. It just sits there. I feel like I can't really let it go. I can't get over it. Every now and then it just creeps into my thoughts, and I start thinking about it, and I'm like trying to get it out of my thoughts, and I'm struggling with it. The question is, why is this coming up again? Because it seems like this is something coming up again. I feel like this type of situation, whether it's the same people or not, it's playing out again. Something isn't working out right. The thing is, the way it starts is like you're given an opportunity. This seems great. What could be bad with that? But I feel like whatever this is, it's an opportunity, but I feel like it's not for you. I hate saying that, but I keep feeling like this is an opportunity and it looks good, but it's really not for you to keep. Maybe that's the catch-22. Is it good for you to start with? Yes. Is it good for you to learn from? Yes. But it's kind of like, this is one of those things where maybe you shouldn't keep it too long. So it's almost like starting a job, and it's like the job I've always wanted, then getting 6 to 8 months down the road and going, you know what, I really don't want this. I thought I did, but I don't. And there's great things to it, but it's kind of like, maybe it's like realizing like, not like 6 to 8 months in, maybe I'm done with this. But also having the pressure, kind of like, I feel like if I walk away from it now, people are going to be angry with me. Maybe that's why it's kind of interesting. Because it's kind of like trying something, feeling like it's great, but then getting 6 to 8 months into it going, you know what, no, I don't think this is for me. The Death card is looming. So, and then the Three of Wands reversed. So, for whatever reason, you might already be at that point where you're like, this was a great opportunity to start with, but now I'm starting to feel like I'm stuck with it. And it's almost like from the outside it looks great, but from the inside the way it feels for you is like, I really want to move on from it, and I know it. There's a lot of conflicting energy here, kind of like I'm trying to do things differently. I'm trying to keep something because it may be one of those situations, if we're going to use a job situation just as an analogy, as a reference. Maybe it has good location, great money. You have the freedom of scheduling or whatever. You got a lot of freedom here that you don't usually have, but it's like, even though you have all these great perks, you're like, yeah, but I don't like it. And other people may love it, and other people may be looking at you like they're jealous, like, oh, I wish I had that, Gemini. I really wish I did. And you're thinking, well, I wish you did too, because I don't like it. You may have a hard time letting people know that. Maybe that's something you're keeping to yourself for the most part. But you're trying to think of like, you're trying to freshen it up. You're trying to liven it up. Gemini has a lot of different paths, a lot of different ways to do things. But even though you're trying to find that, I feel like it's not working to your advantage. It's kind of like, it's almost like, for example, if it was banking. Banking is banking. There's not a lot of leeway with certain things, if you follow me. It is what it is. So you're trying to liven it up, but you're feeling very limited with that. And you're trying to find different ways. You're looking for those possibilities. You even start walking down some of those roads, but there's such long roads that it feels so tedious and drawn out that it's like, I really don't want to do this. I mean, this reading is either going to hit or it's not, so I'm just making peace with that myself. You're going to have an opportunity to change your situation coming forward. The opportunity is coming towards you. The Chariot's coming forward with the meditation card. This is what's in the environment. This is what's around you. This is what's coming towards you. Somebody is showing you an opportunity where you can get out of what you're doing and go a different direction. Are they giving you this opportunity? I wouldn't say they're like saying, hey, Gemini, do this. I wouldn't say that. But you're seeing what's going on, and you are seeing your possibility. And I feel like you're wanting it. So I feel like you're identifying it. I don't feel like anybody's saying, hey, you don't like that job, Gemini? Do this job. I don't see that. I see it more, I would prefer that. How do I get over there? And then you're seeing, I could get over there if I do this and I do that and I go over that way. I could get over there. I could do that. And I could leave this job behind and go towards that. But you're also very well aware there's going to be fallout for that. Whatever your new path is, you do have assistance getting there. People will help you. People do see, like, the Kuan Yin makes me feel like the universe has your back. You'll get over there. They'll help you get over there. You have social connections here that will get you where you want to be. People do like you. I do feel like in this situation you're very well liked. The doors will open. It's what you're letting go of. I feel like there's just this weird feeling. This is, again, leaving one thing, going to another. I feel like I'm not going to be going backwards. It's kind of like if I give up that job, I'm not going to be able to go backwards on it. I feel like, for whatever reason, I feel like I can't go back down that path. It's kind of like the bridge has been obliterated. It's like I didn't just burn that bridge. I blew it up. Like, it's splinters. It's like toothpicks now. And those toothpicks have gone down that river. And I also ruined the sides where you could get in. You're not going backwards. It's very 6 to 1, half a dozen to the other, but it's like the best of times and the worst of times. You'll get what you want, but you won't be able to go backwards. There's going to be people there who are very upset with you, and they're just going to be upset with you, but there's going to be new people coming in that will make up for that. Making peace with that may be a little difficult, because it's like once I let that go, I'm letting that go. If you decide to do this, you're going to be surprised how soon after that you're going to feel like you fit in the new situation. It's hard to do. This reminds me, like, another analogy is like being a CEO of a company and having all this money coming your way. Maybe you make 6 figures and everything's great, but it's kind of like, yeah, but I hate it. I've been doing it for however long and I hate it. I hate it. I don't want to do this. It just makes my whole life suck. I hate it. Giving that up, going away from it, and becoming like an art teacher, just for argument's sake. I have to downsize. I have to, like, change where I live. I have to change what type of lifestyle I have, the car, all that stuff, the location. But it's like, maybe I don't live in that great big house and have all those extra cars and all those other perks that go with it. But I'm happy. And I look forward to living every day. I'm in a small house. I live on a crowded street with a bunch of other people, but I like the people I live with, and I love it so much more. I'm so much happier where I end up being than where I was. Other people may look at it and be like, oh, wow, you fell from grace. And you won't feel that way, but they might look at it that way. It's making peace with that. Letting other people view it the whatever way they want to, that's their problem. You actually enjoying life, even though it's not like they're looking like you had it so great and you let it go. And you're probably looking at it yourself going, yeah, I didn't feel like it though. But where I am now, even though other people are like, oh, wow, you're just down here with the normal people now. Yeah, but I'm happy. But you're happy. That'll happen sooner than you think, is what I'm getting. That'll happen quicker than you think. This is, I think, what I saw this, and I was like, this is so weird. Letting go of one thing and grabbing another, and like the devastation and joy all in the same moment. I feel like that is a Gemini thing. You can have that moment all in one. So it's very interesting. Very, very interesting. All right. I think that's what we got. So it's up to you. It's a general read. It is what it is. Thank you for watching. I hope that helps. If you'd like a direct reading, go ahead and shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com, james4astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.